Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and today we have a request from Patreon, and surprisingly it's actually a Hollow Knight track. This one is Truth, Beauty, and Hatred, aka the theme of Zote. Let's go! Yeah, and I've heard this before, of course. The lonely violin. Everything about this track is almost fortunate that I actually know the context of this one. Yeah, the heroic brass. Because I feel like this would be, you guys know that I listen to a lot of songs out of context in this channel. This is a track that I feel like if I heard out of context, it would be a very difficult track to guess right, because the track is so serious. The track takes itself so serious that I would never, listening to this out of context, I would never be able to guess that this track is about a joke of a character like Zote. And when you know the context, everything about this track becomes so much funnier. The fact that there's no hint at all about any sort of comedy, any sort of joke in the track, it symbolizes to me Zote's just absolutely 100% self-confidence in himself. He's 100% delusional self-confidence, right? There's no little chink in his armor. It's 100% self-confidence. The music really says nothing about him being any sort of kind of comedy character, and that's so funny to me. This is something I said on my tier list. This track has a little bit of a Hollywood vibe to it with the ostinatos. Can you hear the ostinatos? The strings going up and down in the background. Dig 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 dig. And then this lonely violin. There's such a sense of lonely heroism to it. Like Zote is this lone soul, heroic soul. And the heroic brass now. Such heroic chords too. I have to show you some of these. Let me show you some of these chords. Guys, listen to how the song takes itself so seriously. Did you see the heroic happy chord? Like, the heroic happy chord, like Zote is this dignified heroic figure. Then it goes like to all sorts of drama, the sad chord, tense chord. There's so much drama to this, and then the disturbing chord, like it's like the chord sequence tells this whole story of intrigue, of combat, of tension, of terror. It's so funny, man. It sounds so dramatic, and all of this in this heroic brass, right? Again, heroic chords. Oh, I think this is my favorite part. I never noticed this. Yeah, that previous part there was interesting. There's something about this I never noticed before. What were they doing here? Did you hear this? Especially with this kind of melody here being done in the brass, there's a connotation of a call to war, a call to action, a call to heroism. This kind of interval here is a fourth interval. It is a kind of interval that is very much used in brass fanfares. There's a history to this. It's a kind of interval that is very related to combat, because very, very old brass instruments in very old times, they were not able to play all sorts of notes, and this kind of interval is a kind of interval that the old like war horns actually used in war were able to play. So it became an interval very associated with war. That's why they, to this day, they use these kinds of intervals in trumpet fanfares or all sorts of fanfares related to the military, right? So it seems to me like a very evident sort of reference here, right? To heroism, to combat. Like Zote is this glorified soldier, right? Someone that has a militaristic, like a combat aspect to him, and he's in this call to adventure, this call to war. And listen to how this call to combat interval here is being done in the brass, right? That's very characteristic. Because like I said, is an interval that is historically associated with brass. Right? French horns, trumpet, and now strings. And oh, amazing, such drama, such drama. And the entire track is accompanied by this heavy percussion. This is another kind of Hollywood thing, right? The ostinato with the heavy orchestral percussion makes this sound like a Hollywood movie. And this is something I think I said in the tier list as well. It's very appropriate that the most kind of pretend character, self-important character in the game has a soundtrack that sounds kind of movie, kind of like a Hollywood trailer kind of track. Very appropriate. The most pretentious character. Man, and this fight is such a nightmare. This fight is all about Zote. This track is all about Zote. It's so funny. This part is very interesting. This, like I said, this track is very Hollywood-like. There's a semblance here, though, of classical music, a little bit of a classical sequence here at the end. It's coming. This. Kind of a question and answer arrangement here. Very cool. Again, I feel like it's trying, the classical aspect of it, I feel like it's trying to portray, again, Zote as this sophisticated, dignified individual. What a guy. Hey, I have a million videos on Hollow Knight music. There's a playlist over here that I've built throughout the years. I've been making Hollow Knight videos for a while now. And now that Silksong is out, I've also been making Silksong videos. There's a Silksong playlist over here. So check these out. And remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.